The fighting didn't last. It never did. Violence like that, clean, controlled, decisive, burned fast. It wasn't meant to stretch. It was meant to change the shape of the room, not fill it. The processing hold was quieter now, not calm. After. Bodies had been moved. Blood remained where it had soaked too deep into the metal to be erased quickly. The air still carried heat, tension, something sharp and unfinished. People didn't speak. They watched. The wolves stood apart without meaning to, not separated. Recognized. Everlyn felt it before she acknowledged it. The shift. Not in the room, in the pack. She reached for them the way she always did, not physically, not visibly, instinctively. A thread. Kane answered immediately. Solid. Grounded. Exactly where he should be. Lira, hotter now, sharper since the change. Present. Controlled, but closer to the edge than before. Malek, steady, heavy, anchored like something that refused to be moved. Kaelen, distant, not gone, but stretched. Everlyn focused, reaching further this time, past the hold, past the immediate presence of the pack, looking for the rest. There should have been more. There always were. The answer didn't come back. Not silence, absence, cold. Like reaching for something that should be there, and finding space instead. Everlyn's breathing didn't change. Her posture didn't shift. But something inside her locked into place. Across the ship, Kaelen felt it too. Not through the link, through the system. She had access now, partial, fragmented, unreliable. But enough. She had seen the intake logs, not all of them. Just enough. Entries marked differently. Not civilians. Not standard prisoners. Biological assets. Transferred before processing. Rerouted. Separated. She stopped moving. Just for a second. Then sent it through. Clean. No emotion. Not all of us were brought to the hold. Everlyn closed her eyes. Only for a moment. When she opened them, nothing had changed. Everything had. In the hold, a man began to speak, softly, trying to understand what had just happened, what they had just survived. No one answered him. Because the question had changed. It wasn't what happens now. It was, who's missing? Kane felt it next, not as clearly as Everlyn, not as precisely as Kaelen, but enough. His head turned slightly, scanning the room again, counting. He didn't need numbers. He needed instinct. Something was wrong. Lira felt it differently. Not absence, hunger. The kind that comes when something that belongs to the pack is out there, alive, moving, and not where it should be. Her jaw tightened. Malek exhaled slowly. Once. Heavy. Grounding. He didn't ask. He already knew the answer would be something he couldn't fix with force alone. Everlyn stepped forward, just enough to shift the attention of the room. People looked at her, not because she commanded it, because she had been right before. And right was something they needed now. We didn't all come here, she said. No drama. No weight. Just truth. The room absorbed it slowly. They separated us before we were processed, Everlyn continued. They knew what they were taking. Across the ship, Kaelen moved again. Faster now. Purpose replacing caution. She pulled data as she went. Fragments, broken files, partial transfers. It was enough. She sent one through the link. A location. Deep. Below standard processing layers. Shielded. Restricted. Everlyn felt it land. Cold. Precise. The Zarthians hadn't lost control. Not entirely. They had shifted it. protected something more important. The wolves in the hold weren't the objective. They were the mistake. The real prize had already been moved. Kane stepped closer. "What is it?" Everlyn didn't look at him. "If we leave now, we survive." The room stilled. "But we don't leave as a pack." Violence. Lira's eyes lifted. Malek's shoulders squared. Across the ship, Kaelen stopped again, crouched in shadow, breathing controlled. Everlyn turned slightly. "They didn't take them to kill them," she said. "They took them to use them." That landed harder than anything before. Everlyn's voice didn't rise. It became something else, certain. "We're not leaving without them." Kane nodded once. Lira didn't move, but the tension in her body shifted. Malek cracked his neck slowly. Across the ship, Kaelen smiled. Small? Sharp. The hunt had changed. They weren't escaping anymore. They were going deeper. The ship carried them forward, unaware that its purpose had just been rewritten. And somewhere below them, the rest of the pack was waiting.